Mr. Eggplant presents.
Hey guys, Tyler here, and thank you for checking out this video. And this is the start of week 2 of my gearing progression here on my Marksman Hunter for this second season of The War Within. I have an absolutely juiced vault, so be sure and check out the timestamp if you want to go ahead and see how this week ended up going down in the description. But before I go any further, I have a few videos that I want to talk about really fast that are going to come out this week. One's going to be a delve video. I foresaw Tank Brand getting nerfed. I was absolutely right on the money there. So I'll have a different build for you guys if you want to do some delve content. It's the best time to do delves. You can get all those gilded crests. Up to 31 every week can come from just doing 11 delves and then getting that delver's map. But then also I have a new build for Mythic Plus, for example. If you have your 4 set in particular and you want to run with salvo and volley, let's do it, and let's absolutely juice that thing to the gills. So I'll have that build for you guys later on this week, as well as a bunch of the Mythic Plus runs from last week and a couple of kill videos as well. But I need to hurry up because I have raid in T-minus 6 minutes. So anyway, let's go ahead and see what I get in my vault. So check the loot specialization. Set to marksman. Pray that I get something good. And here we go. So I have one, or I guess all normal across the board on the top side. And then I have mythic and then 2 hero track in the middle. And then I have all hero track on the bottom. So this will be hopefully the best vault we see all season. So here we go. First up, we have some champion boots from Raid. Okay, shrapnel-ridden Sabatons. Then we have the Jaster Diamond itself. The Omega Ring from Gallywix. I can't believe that that's in here. Whew, that's going to be tough to beat at 652, but we can eventually buy it with the dinar that we're going to have later on in the season. And then, oh my god, the Eye of Kazan. Seriously, I got both of the best items off of him, like from the get-go. Crap. All right, well, let's skip down here to the bottom. So we have Torchbearer shoulder guards. Okay, that's good. So that is a hero track shoulder we could turn into tier. I have the Trailblazer's Hookshot, which is a weapon. It's a hero track weapon. Technically speaking, better. It would eventually be better than what I have. And the last one is a hero track helm. So it could go and become tier as well. Here we go. Let's see what we get in the middle there. So first up, we have hero track shoulders. So we're seeing a lot of shoulders here. We have a belt, a hero track belt with a socket. That's not a bad one. But let's see what this myth track item is. It is the Charged Storm Rook's plume. Not the trinket I was looking for in that spot. I'm not sure what I'm going to pick. I would say, I'll be honest with you, I would probably wait to see what happens in Raid tonight. Because just from this, I would lean towards an item that I would turn into tier or this belt. I need to see what the belt would look like if I change it in the... Actually, I wouldn't do that for a while because I need all my charges at the catalyst. Never mind. Jaster Diamond and Eye of Kazan. I told you guys this was juiced, and I had no idea that that was as big as it was going to be. Eye of Kazan isn't a rare drop anymore. It was initially on the PTR, but the Jaster Diamond is. Huh. And it is champion track, so it goes up to 658. That just really sucks that these items wouldn't have switched, or any of these items for that matter, been there. Either way, I am most likely going to pick either an item to turn into tier to get my 2 set, the Jaster Diamond, the Eye of Kazan, but I'm probably not picking the Storm Rook plume. So I will go ahead and throw it over to future me and see how this week went and officially what I picked. But I hope you guys have a wonderful week this week, and I'll see you in just a second. And just like that, it's the end of week 2. So how did we do? So I met my goal of getting Keystone Master this week, which is 2,000 or higher rating. So nice work there, everybody. We have a 6-person rotation in our Mythic Plus team right now, and everybody, I think everybody got 2,000 this week. So that does give you another charge in your catalyst. So that's going to be good. So I'll have 2 tier pieces, maybe even 3. Actually, could be 3 next week, regardless of what I get from my vault. But my Mythic Plus rating after week 2 is going to be 2178, and that's timing 7s across the board. And then we did a bunch of 8s and 9s, and then we did do a couple of 10s. We haven't timed a 10 yet, but I also don't have tier. So there's a lot of things working against us right now. So we'll probably spend this next week probably pushing up into the 8s and 9s fairly easily, and then we'll really start to get those portal runs going, and that's when you'll see a lot more Mythic Plus content on my channel. But this was the Xal'atath's Bargain Pulsar weeks, and they changed how that works, so now it's connected to each player instead of it coming in randomly. Overall, a pretty good change, although there's some bad overlaps that they need to delay that. Like, for example, the final boss in the Rookery can be kind of annoying. But, you know, hopefully they'll get that changed sooner rather than later. So looking at delves really quick, I'm almost halfway done with my seasonal progression, making great progress there. And then my brand is level 69. Nice. Still using that Globomagnetic Bouncing Grenade and Loot Raider, and I've almost got them all maxed now. I know it's kind of hard to see. Let me move it up here. So I've got them all maxed for the Combat Curio, and then with Utility, I'm missing just 2, thanks to a just outrageous drop rate that I got. I got extremely lucky. I got 4 in one delve. Like, what the heck? So my goal is to get Brand to level 70, get all my Curios maxed out, which should be easily done with a couple of Bountifuls next week. But then I will be moving over into the Underpin ? So I've done a couple of pulls on him, got him to about 70%. But I'm going to keep on trying to see if I can get him down before I get too much more gear on my character. And speaking of gear, so my item level is now 648, and this last week I did pick the... It's in my bag somewhere. I did pick the Jaster Diamond. The Jaster Diamond is what I've been using to replace my Circe Circlet, but only in group content, because it doesn't proc at all if you're solo, so you do want to keep that in mind. You do lose a ton of crit, which crit really drives our build right now, but like, for example, if we switch that up there, I lose about 5% crit from not having the Circe Circlet. I could move it over here, but then I'd lose even more, and it messes with my stats tremendously. So because of that, we're going to keep that the way it is for now. And I'll go ahead and put in my Circe Circlet. Looking at tier, I finally got my first piece of tier. Got tier shoulders out of raid, which is awesome, but I don't have any other tier to go with it. I did manage to pick up late today. I got a Mythic Hero Track helm with a socket, so I'll turn that into tier, but I am going to wait to see what I get out of my vault, because who knows, maybe I'll get a Myth Track helm. That would be kind of cool. And then I still am using the embellishments on my cloak, and then on my boots currently. I do have some boots kind of waiting in the wings, but it just kind of depends on what that odd item out is going to be. I did manage to pick up a decent belt, so then I've been rocking the belt, and it did have a socket as well. And so you guys have asked, I deleted an item by mistake and I was having an issue getting it restored. Well, a GM actually helped me and restored it himself, so shout out to them, thank you. Got my Skardyn's Grace back that I'll be using until I get another trinket to put in there. So I am using 2 on-use trinkets, but I'm connecting my Skardyn's Grace with my my True Shot macro. And then the big get for me this week was going ahead and creating POW ×2. So I did make that up to 675, which is 3 item levels off of BIS. If I get a weapon out of my vault, guess what? This got me to that point, so I'm not going to be too upset about a max level weapon. Otherwise, we'll be able to get Muggsy's weapon at some point at the end of the tier, probably in 11.15 when they add the dinar to this tier, because I'm pretty sure they said that they were going to do that. So my goal this week is to get at least 2 set, which is guaranteed. I have it in my bags, and then to get 4 set. 4 set's really going to see a boost to our AoE damage in particular, which is where we're going to really thrive. It'll help single target as well, but it'll be huge in AoE. Or for Mythic Plus. So what I've been doing is I'm in my single target build right now. We were just finishing up a couple of delves for people who needed them, and we were taking on the underpin in there. So I need to move this around. So something that I've been doing lately is running with salvo and running with volley and salvo again, as opposed to running with Onar and winds. This has been the build I've been using in delves. It's got a lot of burst potential, and I've just been kind of practicing as I'm getting ready for the 4-set bonus, where whenever you use lock and load, you're going to shoot an explosive shot at the target for 300% damage. Well, thanks to precision detonation, for example, you want to follow up those explosive shots, whether it's from salvo, whether it's from actually explosive shot, or the passive. You follow it up with an aim shot and it instantly explodes it and does 25% more damage. Really, really good for some strong AoE burst in Mythic Plus. So I've been running around with the magnetic gunpowder and precision detonation. I may end up moving the magnetic gunpowder over here to shrapnel shot, or maybe even moving in the rhythm. But again, in the rhythm is there to give us faster attacks with our auto shots, which are what has a chance to give us those lock and load procs. So there's some really great synergy there. I'm going to continue to try new builds, and my Mythic Plus videos will start coming out this week. I actually have one that might go out with this video that's like a +7, I think, which would happen to be the one I got KSM on. But that's kind of what I've been doing, at least for Mythic Plus. As for Raid, my guild is currently 4 of 8. Heroic. We were really close to getting that 5th boss, but the servers crapped out on us, so we weren't able to finish the job. But looking ahead to the power creep that's about to hit us this next week, will we get our 5th total spark half? I don't know. They kind of gave us that early this last week, so I'm not sure if we're going to get one or not. But I do know is that we will get another charge at the catalyst. That's every 2 weeks. So currently, I have one that I haven't used that we got at the beginning of the season, and then I got one from getting KSM. So I have 2 now. From there, I should get a 3rd one tomorrow. So depending on what I get out of my vault, if I get like a myth track item that can turn into tier, that would be God mode, and I'm going to definitely do that. Maybe even with speed in a socket. Maybe that'd be cool, Blizzard. Or I'll take a trinket too. That'd be pretty cool. There's a ton of stuff I can get right now. My vault had the Eye of Kazan, and it had the Jaster's ring. I went ahead and went with the ring because the Kazan trinket was it's kind of bait for me right now, just because it was only going to be good for raid, since it's not really good for Mythic Plus, and I really want to be finding a good build that's going to be good for both. Because you guys know me, I love to make lazy builds. I don't like to change too much, particularly when it comes to gear. I'll trade a couple of trinkets, maybe a ring or two, but I try to keep everything the same for the most part. So that's going to be my goal here for Season 2 as well. I have not jumped into PvP as we finish out here. Like I said, I've not done any sort of PvP yet. That's going to be something we'll try probably in about another couple of weeks. Once we kind of get out of the AOTC grind, where we're making some really great progress, and I think we're going to continue to see multiple bosses, maybe even 2 bosses. I think Muggsy's going to give us some problems, but 2 bosses I think will go down this next week, assuming we don't take forever on what's his name, Rick's something or other. I don't remember. It's the guy with the long name, but not the super duper long name. They're all goblins. Anyway, this coming week, I will have a new pet tame video, and I'm trying to put both of them out, but I got a copyright hit on one of them again. I've been having a really hard time because I use the same music in the background of a lot of these videos, which this video will not have on it, but I have a bot account that keeps marking them as their property, their copyright, even though it's not. Because I know the copyright owner, and they actually don't copyright the music. So I've been having a hard time with that, because it's been removing a ton of my videos. It's been blocking some of my videos. I had a transmog video that got blocked because I said the word blood in the title. I know, I'm an idiot. I don't know why I did. Anyway, there's going to be some more videos coming out, and my Mythic Plus videos will start this week. I have another delve video. I have some kill videos from Raid from my guild Drexit over here on Zangarmarsh, and I will be working on a specific Marksman Hunter delve, like very abridged bite-sized guide, as well as builds for each one of the bosses in Raid, which will be very, very quick, like a 3 to 5 minute video. I hope you guys will check that out. But I think I've talked too much already. I hope you guys have a wonderful week this coming week. I hope week 3 gives you everything you want and more. I hope you guys make really great progress in PvP, Raid, Mythic Plus, whatever it is you do in this game. I hope you excel at it. And I'm hoping we'll be talking about me having a 4 set and maybe even 1 portal, maybe 2, by this time next week. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.